And I'm live again. I'm going to be playing Hunting Unlimited 2010, which is a good game. In my previous stream, the previous stream cut off. I started playing JFK Reloaded and then switched to playing Hunting Unlimited 2010. And I noticed how the stream had gone down. So here we go. In my previous, I don't know if that was in the stream or not, but I took the guns to the hunting range. And how I do it, learned the zero. So I got a 300 Win mag semi-auto with a certain scope on it. And I was testing out the range, the zeroing. So at 100 yards, aim where does the bullet impact? Here's the crosshairs, where does the bullet impact? Try it at 300 yards, aim here, where does the bullet hit? So I can get a sense for the all over the bullet drop. And then I test the padding of my secondary, which is a 10 gauge loaded with double buck. Here we go. Nimrod. This is 3 animal bag limit, which means I can shoot and collect 3 animal carcasses. Well, shoot 3 animals and collect 3 carcasses. They become carcasses after they've died. Before that, the animals. I like to get an elephant. It's good that I checked the stream on my phone. I would have noticed I was on screen share. This is a 10 gauge break action over and under rifle, loaded with double buck. And my other weapon is a 300 Win mag. So I don't know if the previous stream was cut off and went off here, went down. Before that, before going out here hunting, I was preparing to go hunting. So I already decided what guns I'm going to use to hunt. 10 gauge loaded with double buckshot and a 300 Win mag semi-auto. And then to learn my equipment. So pick this scope, you can pick between a 1 to 4x scope. And this one that I have is a 300 Win Mag with a 4 to 12 magnification rangefinding scope. So what I did to improve my effectiveness is to, that if I'm going to use a weapon for hunting, they have a shooting range. I can go and check 100 yards, test if I'm going to use a 12 gauge loaded buckshot, for example. I can go to a certain distance, let's test the padding at 50 yards. And I can learn what is the spread. And at 50 yards with this gun, loaded with this ammo, here's the padding. And that can help me to know on the map when I'm hunting, there's a deer there around 50 yards. If I'm aiming here, maybe 2 feet past me. And with the 300 Win Mag, which is more of a sniping weapon, I tested out the bullet drop to get better at shooting. So I tested it at 75 yards, and 75 yards, the center of the crosshair, that's where the hole will be. So you can learn the bullet drop, get a sense for the bullet drop. So with this gun in the shooting range, before going hunting, I already picked, okay, this gun with this scope. And you can do it different ways. You can change the searing. There's keys where you can change the scope searing. How I like to do it is to learn the holdover and the bullet drop with a certain gun with a certain scope at different ranges, which means at 75 yards, I know that this gun at 75 yards, the center of the crosshairs with a bullet will impact. And then I tested another range, 300 yards, and it's at 300 yards, there's about 10 inches of bullet drop. I'd say 5 to 10 inches on that, which means at 300 yards, you're aiming at the top of the skull, you might hit the mouth or the neck. Now, here we go. I'd like to get an elephant. This is a vintage game, old school game. You can buy it on Steam. Hunting Elite 2010. I like it. Gameplay value to file size ratio is something that I judge games by. Meaning, but how fun is the game? How much you like the game, the gameplay, to how big of a file size does game occupy. So it's like this game took less than 1 gigabyte of hard drive space. And for that little space taken up by the game, how much gameplay value you get is really good. So that would be gameplay to file size ratio. Gameplay to size ratio. I don't know what it is. If there's a bug or I didn't patch it, or if there's some of the settings that I have, but for some reason the ground is black. It looks like a volcano. Might be something with the shaders or the graphic settings. It doesn't really matter. So here's the vantage point. Scan horizon. This one. It's my spotting scope. I don't need to, I can use my gun. Sometimes I just put the scope somewhere, kind of relax my eyes. So I'm not looking. I will be automatically alerted to movement. Meaning, if I just have a certain section of the horizon and then relax my eyes, I will automatically notice movement. So I don't always like look like it's an animal there. I just look at the scene, and then anything that's moving, I will be alerted. I will notice. So I'd like to get an elephant, at least one. Here we go. I will do this. Target range. So this is how I did it. And there's different weapons you can use. So learn the weapons, learn the spread, the padding for shotguns, learn the holdover. It can help you to be more effective when hunting. This is the 10 gauge over and under loadable double buck. So it's 10 gauge double buck. And what is the range here? 46 yards, about 50. About this one, 54. Okay. Test it out. So if this would be the head of an antelope or a hog, one or two of the pellets might hit. And then here, .300 Win Mag 4 to 12 X rangefinder scope. 70 yards. Okay. And it should be wherever the crosshair is where the bullet should impact. Yeah. So it shoots 70, 75 yards. Yes. Okay, and then let's try 300 yards. Which means there's different ways to do this. So if I want to hunt elephants or something like this, or antelope, whatever, and I go on the map, Africa, then, and I want to hunt an elephant, and it's 425 yards, I can either go, well, I know what the bullet drop is approximately, so I aim here to 300 yards or 400 yards and get a sense. Or you can go, I know at 300 yards this is where the bullet will impact. So here's the crosshair and the bullet impact here at this distance, 300 yards. And then I can acquire that distance. Meaning, if I'm at 400 yards, I can sneak up and get to 300 yards and then start shooting. So this is 301 yards. And roughly this is the size of the head of a hog or a deer, antelope, something like this. Aim at the top of the board. 300 yards. And it hits still high, so let's try walking in. This is a good all-round weapon. It has a flat trajectory, which means you don't have to have an extreme holdover. It shoots flat, pretty flat. 300 yards. Bullseye. Okay. I'd like to get the gold trophy would be to be able to get an elephant. If I see an elephant, that's what I'm going for. If not, Taurus of opportunity. If there's another animal that shows up that's not an elephant, I might go for that. What do I have here? Oh, it's a charging elephant. Okay. So let's see. Instead of landing on Plymouth Rock would land on down. If today. It's a charging elephant. So this month, get the 300 Win Mag. Now he's running off. Okay. So here we go. And it has a bullet, and you can disable that if you're more. One shot, one kill. Hit me just the right spot. There you go. See if there's any more. Sometimes when it rains, it pours. Oh, we got an antelope here. What's the distance? 130 yards lead. You can turn off the bullet cam if you don't like the bullet cam. Head over. What about now? Spine. Turn the spine. No. This is 300 Win Mag. It hits like a ton of bricks. Even suboptimal soft placement is gonna put him down. You hit him in the ass. Oh, that's the next shot. Okay, so this is one tough antelope. We got shot 3 times at 300 Win Mag. So this is one of my favorite weapons in game. It's a 300 Win Mag. Why do I like it? It's easy to snipe with it. Okay, it hits hard. The bullet that is loaded with. Now, obviously, in real life, you can use different bullets. Okay. Now, 3,000 plus FPS, 150 grain projectile, and it has a very flat trajectory. So it moves fast, which means it makes it easier to hit things that are moving or not. So it has a flat trajectory, so I can hit things at 400 yards. It hits hard, so I can deal with any animal and put it down. Any animal on the map, even elephants. Good shot placement. You can shoot anything, put it down quickly. And short range is a semi-auto. It's like a Garand pretty much. It's like a battle rifle. Like what was the battle rifle? Like a G43 Garand. Or it's a semi-auto, fires out fast-moving, hard-hitting bullet. And it's not too hard to hit things with it. So. Where's my horse? There. This is a good budget game. If you like guns, hunting, things like this, it's a good game. Good budget game. Hunting limited size, not time. Occupies less than a gigabyte of space in your hard drive. And you don't need like a super powerful gaming computer to play it. You can turn off the bullet cam, so you can change some settings. Um, I like to use the bullet cam, but if you want it to be more realistic, you can turn it off. So you can set it to every shot. There's a bullet cam. You can have it to hits or near misses. It gives you the bullet cam, or you can turn off completely. Where's the elephant? Must be Big Bear. And we'll go check. That's an antelope. When you shoot an animal, now that doesn't work now because it's so dark. There is some issue with my graphic settings where everything's black background. If not, you can actually track animals. They will leave a blood trail, and you can see where they, like you can see footprints, hoofprints, and you can see blood. So here's the animal that I saw. Kudu antelope or whatever it is. Bag limit is 3. So I'll go for a third animal. Whatever I encounter first. If that's a hog, not an elephant, whatever. Just any animal would be. Yeah. I didn't have to look for an elephant. The elephant came to me. You can also use ATV as a vehicle. Now, obviously, that has a lot of engines with spooky animals. It's harder to be closer. It can be. It's faster than the horse. So some animals you can outrun them, match them, or more than match them. If they're running, you can chase them down with the ATV, jump on and shoot. Well, this is easier to kind of sneak up on animals. Oh, this one I'm gonna try to get it, but I want to try out the 10 gauge loaded with buckshot, and he's running now, charging. That's a dangerous animal, dangerous game. Here we go. It's a lion, and it's being bold, and he survived it, did he? I hit him with 2 shots, both barrels. A decent shot placement. No, he went down here quickly. So it's a 10 gauge loaded with double buck. So a 10 gauge is a larger caliber than a 12 gauge. And a 20 gauge is a smaller caliber than a 12 gauge. Paradoxically, counterintuitively. Like a large number sounds like it's a higher caliber, like a bigger line shotguns. 10 gauge is bigger than 12 gauge. So there's a line here. So this gun is perfect for things like this. Shooting charging animals where you have a high hit probability. If you have a bolt action rifle and a lion is charging you, if it's the first shot, you might only get 1 shot off. He might already be at you after a cycle action, get another round in the chamber. So a double barrel 10 gauge with buckshot, there's a spread which means it's easier to hit with your first shot, but at least up pellet. So even if your aim is a little bit off, now he started shooting me. Maybe he started running at me 75 yards and quickly close to this. I get off my horse, get my shotgun out, and I got off two shots. One shot, and then the second shot, I hit him just as he was within touching distance. And you can see. So if you're interested in like ballistics guns, terminal ballistics, and so this is a good game. You can even see like the bullet holes of your impact. You can see where they hit. So you can tell I didn't shoot it from behind. I shot it from the front here. There's a hole there right next to his eye. And then a lot of pellets hit here. 1, 2, 3, 4. See some here. 1, 2. So this is a 10 gauge buck. Hunt goals were accomplished. Press F5 to end the hunt. And now, so these are the animals that I got. Lion male, cougar antelope bull, African elephant bull. Hit ratio gives you like an accuracy. Shots fired in total, 8 shots fired in this hunt. Hit ratio 75%. Exit hunt. And now I can put this in the trophy room. You can even take pictures, like selfies, like a trophy on the game next to the carcass. You can take a picture. Now here, it gives you some stats. And the individual, meaning there's not going to be like every line has the same stats. Animal weight, 441 pounds. 441 pounds. Trophy score, 1886. Shot distance, 13.8 yards. And I don't know if that was the last shot or the first one, because I shot the first shot when he was maybe 30 yards away or so, 30, 40. And the second one was like right up on me. So that might be the last shot. It gives you the distance, 13.8 yards. I think that might be what it was. So the second time I pulled the trigger was 13.8 yards away. Total hunt hits, 6. This animal, 16. So I don't know how many pellets are in the double buck in the 10 gauge. I would say it's going to be at least 8 double buck pellets. 816. 816. That would make sense. If I hit every pellet hit, 816. Common buckshot number, double buck is 8, from 1 8. 10 gauge over 100 kills on not hit, which means I didn't hit any vitals. So it bottom like arcade. There's some arcades. It's realistic enough for somebody to be a hunter or likes hunting or into guns. It's realistic enough to be enjoyable. It has some things that are not that realistic. They're like arcade. Like, so in real life, you don't have like a thing popping up. You hit the heart or something like this. Like an arcade, like a school, like a hit mark or something like this. There's other things a little bit like a hit marker, where if you aim here, for example, and you hit, it's like hit the line. It tells you where you hit. As soon as you hit, if you hit a vital, be like brain shot or spine shot, will let you know where you hit it. And you can kill animals without hitting vitals, just from blood loss and tissue damage. It'll take longer. So if you hit in the brain or the spine or the lung or something like that, it will put down quicker. Now you can hit an animal and cause so much tissue damage, blood loss, that it goes down from that without a vital hit. Like for example, if I would have a 12 gauge loaded with bird shot, I could take down an elephant within this game, but I might have to shoot it 30 times all over, because it's just like hitting it over, and it doesn't have enough energy each pellet to penetrate deeply and make it to vital. But you're hitting it, piercing it through, it's getting through the skin, and it's causing some bleeding, and then you keep hitting it. So that's not how you're supposed to hunt, okay? Elephants with a bird shot, but it's like you could do it in this game. Move to trophy room. Here's the African bull. Head, kill some head. I can even see I should be able to find the bullet hole. The Win Mag. Shot distance 216.3 yards. This ammo, one hit. So this is a good one. Quick, one shot, one kill, hit it in the right place, put it down quickly. And it was moving, which means I was being effective. I got a vital hit at 216 yards and the ammo was moving. So and then here's the Kudu antelope bull, 442 pounds, and the lion was 441. So this weighs 1 pound more than the lion that I shot. Total shots, total hunt hits. This animal 3. Kills are not hit, which means I didn't hit a vital. If I would hit the spine or the brain or the lung or the heart, it would have told me. Now to 300 Win Mag, even if you hit it in the ass here once and in the neck, it is still going to put it down. Not as quick as if you get a vital. You can even have a 9mm, 357 Magnum. We'll do some target range here. 357 Magnum. Revolver. It's got to be at least 6 inches. It looks like it could be 8 inches. Test out the C-ring. What range is this? $71 yards. Ta-da! Bullseye. Center circle. I'm happy with anything in the center circle. So if you're standing up, your position matters, your stance. If you're standing up, it's more swaying. And also if you run and then stop and start aiming, it's more swaying. If you just got down running, so you can get like winded and your heart rate up. And standing up, even if you weren't running, there's like more sway, which becomes now it's more about the timing, where you kind of like you know your own sway, and then you pull the trigger at the right time. And going the prone position makes it easier, makes it less swayy. Now I have a board here. Let's try to hit something with iron sights with the 357 Magnum at around 300 yards. I know that to the furthest target from here is going to be around 300 yards. $322. See if we can get a hit. So it's to a point now where it's just instinctual, because it's not that the holdover is just a little bit. It's like the holdover is you're aiming with the frame. It's like you can't see the sights. It's like the chamber of the gun. Your target's going to be there at this range. So it's kind of like aiming here and then pull up and then kind of like guess, okay, wing it. Let's try the same gun with an optic. 1 to 4x scope. Change the scope. I'll be content with a hit anywhere on the board. And I'm not going to stop until I achieve one. Yes. Okay. Switch. The longbow is one of the most unrealistic weapons in the game, I would say, because it's like the holdover and how curvy the trajectory of the airways at close range, it feels unrealistic. See, it goes up and then how quickly it goes down again. Change to recurve bow. Compound. Recurve. It has a flatter trajectory. Walking in. There we go. Now, So a big part of being effective as a hunter in this game boils down to preparing and learning your weapon, learning your optic. So if you want to go bow hunting and like next hunt, let's use a bow, it will make sense to bring the bow to the range first and try the different distances and say, okay, the blue one, I know if I aim here at this distance, I hit approximately here. And I got it dialed in now. So the bottom, there's three, like red, green, and blue one. The bottom one. Yeah, bottom at the bottom. Yeah. Then we check the range, which means 60 yards. I know that if I hunt with this bow and there's an animal at 60 yards, if I aim with the bottom one a little bit beneath what I'm trying to hit, I'll hit it. I can hit it. Clear the targets. Too high. Bottom. Too low. Let's go for bullseye. Oh, close. It's about 3 inches above the bullseye. 5 centimeters. 5, 7 or so. Oh, okay. Yeah. I count that as a bullseye. Let's check it. Well, it's not a bullseye. The bullseye will give you 100 points. So here we go. Goes up. 100 point. Change weapon. Try the crossbow. None attached. As I expect, it's going to shoot over this distance. So it's 0 for 50 yard. $100 points means bullseye.